I said, she already lied the first time.
Great. Okay, well, okay, I'll let you walk on,
and
then I'll play the tape after you're gone. Well, you said several things, but you said you wanted to come back on the show because you wanted to really reveal the truth. You said that you didn't get to tell your side of the story. And you also said that you felt like Dr. Phil just hated me. I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you. I'm here to help you work this out. You said that you didn't get to tell your side of the story and you wanted to set the record straight. So you're out here by yourself without them because I wanted you to have a chance to do that. For example, you said that Linda just said things that were just flat out lies about you when you were here, and I made a list of them. You said that she lied that you sleep all the time. And you actually said that there were really only 6 times and that you just kind of slept throughout the day and did not answer the door, and that this was because you had depression and anxiety due to Linda and Joey and what they were saying and doing.
Well, no, it's not. I didn't say it was due to them. I said it was because of the stress of the situation, meaning like court and everything. Just like I just summed it up as a whole. Meaning like I don't have a good support system. It's myself.
Right.
And dealing with 3 years of court is a lot.
When you say there have been maybe 6 times, half a dozen times, that you've done what?
I've just fallen asleep, and it's just because I cannot take any more stress. And like I missed picking up my daughter from school, and it's not like, so like I agree that is scary. I'm not denying it.
Are these the times that she's talking about where they knock on the door and you just won't answer, won't answer, and the girls are left locked out of the apartment for hours at a time?
Well, it's not hours, but well, I mean, it has been on a couple.
So that's what she's saying.
Yeah, no, it has been on a couple of occasions, but like I said, yeah, no, these are the times she brought up. But as far as everything else, no.
One of the things she said that there are strange men in the apartment, and you say that there's only been one man, a friend, at the apartment that you've had over when the girls were away, and that you've been talking to a few boys, but no. And
either way, it's really nobody's business what I do on my time. When my daughters are present, it's about them, and I make sure of it.
So you just wanted to get it straight. You're not having.
Yeah, no. I'm not. It's like she's even sent me messages where she's like, "Oh, I never called you a whore or a bad mother," and I'm like, "Well, you kind of did. You know, you did say that all like everybody else." And then she's like, "I never." And then she's like, "I never called you a addict. I know you barely take aspirin." And I'm like, "No, you kind of did." With
regard to taking, that you were tested by the police last October, CPS 3 times, and you passed.
I was actually just recently I passed a sobriety test in November.
And you told Joey, pick a day and you'd take a test, but that he hasn't.
No, he refused to. And not just that, he actually admitted last year in open court that, oh wait, it's been 10 years. I've never done drugs in a marriage. And then he even sent me a text last November, and he's like, everybody knows it's the past, which takes us back to high school.
And you say you won't even take pills when you're sick.
Nope.
So those allegations were just wrong, and you said you didn't want to take a test because you don't have to take
I'm
a
like, at
test.
this point, well, like I said, I just passed one in November, and it's just like, after I thought about it, like, logically, at this point in time, it's just like, it's so redundant and ridiculous.
And you didn't take the test here last time because you said you couldn't urinate, and you said you didn't urinate till 5:30 the next morning.
Yep. And then,
wow.
So, like, I'm used to going, where it's like, I don't get a break for myself. Like, I only have me and my daughters.
Yeah. You're a medical miracle.
No, really, truly, like, I don't drink that much, like, fluids, like, normally, like, I don't know,
You drank a lot of fluids here.
Well, that one, yeah, because I drank a lot I had, like, 3 drinks that day.
So you went over 24 hours without...
No, I went probably about 12 hours, was it 24? I don't know. What time did we get home? I guess, yeah, it was about 24 hours. But I woke up and I was like, I have to go party. No, man. It's frustrating for me because it's like, at the end of the day, I was portrayed as a whole different person than I truly am.
Well, she also said you keep girls in the house all summer, and you said, well, the days are too hot, so you changed your schedule.
Yeah, I flipped it around in August.
Around 4 o'clock, we started our day to enjoy the sunsets.
Yes.
And that you just stayed in during the day because it was so hot.
Like, well, no, we would be sleeping during that time. Like,
you'd sleep until 4.
No, not till 4. Like, we wake up probably around like maybe noon or 1. Like, it was like because it was summertime, we were able to. Like, we didn't have school, So I was grateful for not having school, and then we'd just get, like, get dressed, get ready, eat, and then we'd just leave the house around 4 p.m., and then we'd start our day. It was a little later in the day, but, so it's like...
And she said the girls are wearing the same dirty outfits all week long, and you said, no, those outfits are washed by hand every night.
Yep. No, it was one week, and it was my youngest daughter, and she did want to wear one outfit for a whole week. Oh my gosh, it was...
She said that you have a filthy house, and you said, well, I just hate folding laundry.
No, that was my room, and I don't like after you wash laundry, you have a ton of clothes, and
we talked about you not calling poison control when you said you thought the girls had been poisoned, and you said, well, the girls made comments about being poisoned many times.
Many times.
And nothing showed when tested.
So I did get them tested. When originally they told me, I took them to the doctors, we got tested. I said, this is what's been said. The poison thing I've heard at least more than a dozen times, more than probably 2 dozen times.
Well, but in fairness, that's not the way you presented to us. You said you felt like he had poisoned your girls.
In all fairness,
you didn't say,
they
say this a lot. But
the question that was asked by your producers originally was, what do the girls come home telling you? And the day you asked me the questions is, you told our producers. And I was like, wait, what? And that's why it's like, I look like a deer in headlights. I do. I look like a ninny. And it's just like, asking those questions, they're 2 complete different questions there. Yes, my daughters do come home saying this. So the scroll of things that you have behind me are the things they do come home saying.
I'm confused. I mean, she has like an excuse for everything, but this excuse is meandering and hard to follow. I don't know, maybe it's just her form of communication throws me off or something, but it's just really difficult to follow. And it really does sound like a bunch of excuses. And why are y'all sleeping until 4 p.m.? It's 4 p.m. Then she says, no, actually it's noon or 1 p.m. I don't know. Her answers are kind of jumping around the place based on Dr. Phil's line of questioning, which is interesting. The truth remains still, though, that in the previous episode, she refused to take a test and she refused a polygraph.
Why are you giving them sleep aids?
Oh, I'm not giving it to them.
Anybody? Why is anybody?
I don't know. And then I even have a text from my ex where he goes, I gave her allergy pills, but that's none of your concern. And I'm like, well, if she's sick with me and I give her medicine, what if we double up and something happens? Yeah, you do need to tell me what you give them. Like I said, these are everything that the girls have come home saying.
Okay, so actually, you blame not just Joey and Linda, you blame your daughters for a lot of this drama.
Well,
you say your daughters are liars, and you blame them for a lot of this drama.
I don't know what's true and what's not true. And as far as Joe, well, he has not been honest in court whatsoever. And I gave you guys all the paperwork as well.
But you do blame your daughters.
Partially, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to talk about that. When we come back, Joey says Sandra is back to her old tricks, accusing him of nonsense. He's going to tell us the latest allegations next, and later we're going to talk about Sandra's polygraph results. Did she make it through the test this time? We'll be right back.
Now that Joe's passed the polygraph test, Joe wants more custody to have the upper hand. If Joe does get 50-50 custody, it's only a matter of time that he goes back to being abusive. People don't change overnight, and I know our history was very, very abusive. Joe may have not with the girls, but there's so much more that behind closed doors you just don't know about Joe.
For the past 2 years, Sandra and Joey say they have been in a bitter battle over who will get custody of their 2 young daughters. Now, their mudslinging includes accusations of death threats, poisoning, and physical abuse. Sandra even accused Joey of touching their young girls inappropriately, but Joey says Sandra coached the girls to say that. The last time they were on the show, Joey passed a polygraph test, but now Joey says Sandra is back to her old ways and even creating more drama. Take a look.
I think Sandra made herself look like a total ass on the show. I was shocked when I found out that Sandra did not take the polygraph.
I get very, very nervous. Just being alone with a male.
Sandra's excuse about being alone with a strange man was a cop-out. Apparently, Sandra's had random men in her house. Why is she scared now? After the show, Sandra became more cordial, but after about a month, she became the same old Sandra. Sandra told the girls that it was their fault that their daddy had to take a lie detector test because they were liars. Sandra and I spoke to the girls briefly together. Sandra looked at the girls and told them both that you need to tell your daddy that you lied and you didn't tell the truth about daddy touching you and all of that. One of my daughters told me they did lie and that they were sorry. It sounded pre-rehearsed. I think that Sandra is still coaching the girls to say what she wants them to say. I know that my daughters will do anything that their mother asks them to. Sandra has something mentally wrong with her. She claims that she has PTSD from everything that's been going on in our life, from the divorce to the custody battles to court. She claims that I beat her for 7 years, which is garbage. She says a lot wrong with her in the head.
All right, Joey, good to see you again. You've been listening to the show so far.
Yes.
So what's happened since you were here last as far as you, Sandra, and the children are concerned?
Well, it's been pretty much the same. Like I said in the tape, Sandra has been cordial shortly after the show. She was giving me more time with the kids, but as time went on, it just became back to the old garbage that it was. She kept telling me that, you know, the girls are still saying that you're touching them. The girls are still saying that you're hitting them. And at one point she had sent me a text and asking me if I could come over to her house and sit my 2 kids down and basically have this kind of intervention type crap and talk to my children and ask them, why are you lying? Why did you lie? You know, your daddy could have gone to jail. Your daddy could have gone to prison. And to me, that's unnecessary. I don't need to go to her house, number one. Number two, we don't need to sit down and demolish 2 little girls.
Can I speak actually for that? You know, right after the show aired, actually, I got a text from Joe saying, my daddy tried to feed me catnip. And it's the exact same stuff that I've been talking about. I get crazy stuff all the time coming from them. And hadn't Joe texted me, I'd probably been like, what the heck, Joe? Like, what the heck? And Joe luckily gave me a heads up, and it was parsley. He was giving her parsley. So that was one of the first things right off the bat. That was, like, the first time he communicated with me, I was grateful, because I was like, you know what, that just saved us a huge argument, where we didn't have to go into it. And then I said, why don't we all sit down, and so they know that, you know what, they can't manipulate us anymore, and we're on the same page. So they know that we're going to talk, Daddy and Mommy are going to start talking. So,
well, Sandra places a lot of blame for the drama on her daughters. Take a look.
knowing the fact that I haven't coached my kids, and Joe passing the polygraph test.
Have you ever touched either of your daughters for a sexual reason? And your answer was?
No.
And the result was no deception. He was telling the truth.
There's only 2 other little people in the story, and the information that my daughters were giving me was inaccurate.
You say he's trying to drown them in the bathtub after he...
I'm only saying what my daughters tell me. Unfortunately, they are liars. The girls made themselves out to be the victims, but they are the ones that started all this. After the show, Joe and I talked to the girls together about Joe trying to drown my daughter, and she said it wasn't true. They were so, like, in details to where months later they remembered certain facts. It scares me a little bit because it's like, well, what are my girls capable of? Both Joe and I actually have stated to the girls, I don't feel like you love me, because if you loved us, you wouldn't be lying to us like this. You wouldn't be manipulating the both of us. I think the girls have definitely figured out how to manipulate both Joe and I. Like, example, the girls told me they didn't have toys at Daddy's house. Come to find out, that wasn't true. And again, same goes for my house, where they said I don't have that much. In all reality, they have beyond what they need or deserve. These 2 little girls that you adore and love and you bring into the world, and then they betray you, that makes me feel horrible. They did this. That's heartbreaking because they're so young. They're ruining their name. They are too young to be doing things like this.
It's not their fault.
Then why are they lying? That's my question, why? And I don't find that funny.
It's funny that you would say that they're ruining their name.
They're
7
ruining,
and 9.
They're 7 and 9, and it's like whatever you do follows you out throughout your life. And so for me, it's sad that they already are starting to do this kind of thing.
Are you still telling people that he has daughters?
He said I told the whole world. I didn't. I talked to, like...
I mean, since he passed his polygraph,
I haven't.
Have you told people? Are
I
you
have
still
not.
telling people that
No.
he's touching?
I have not. My oldest daughter, actually, she has finally said, you know what, no, Daddy never touched me. And that was the one I was waiting for, because I'm like, at first she's like, no, Mommy, I swear, I swear.
My question is, since that time, have you told people that he has your children or tried to drown them in the bathtub?
Actually, I have not.
You have.
Really?
You told
Who?
a lot of other people.
Who?
You've told
I don't
the
talk to
school.
people.
The school have talked to me.
I haven't talked
and
to the
told
school
me-
since the show aired.
Let me talk for 1 second. There's several people that have come to me and said, you know, Sandra told me that you tried to drown your kids after the show aired. And the girls have told me, you know, Mommy still says that you hit us. Mommy's telling us
That's
that you hit
not
us.
true, actually.
Okay, now listen. I'm really. It's really very important to me that you think really hard and you really tell me the truth here.
No, I have been.
Now, I want to get you help. I want to help this family, but you cannot just continue to say one thing to one person and something else to somebody else. And just saying, oh no, oh no, oh no, because I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a forensic investigation done here. And these people that are saying this are going to swear out affidavits. They're going to file it with the court. Okay. People that have no reason to lie. I beg of you, think about what you say. These people are going to file affidavits.
That's fine.
And so you need to stop and think, because if you blatantly lie in the face of those affidavits, it's going to look terrible for you.
I haven't lied.
So since you knew the results of
Yes.
this, since your girls told you it wasn't true,
Yes, I haven't.
you have
spoken it.
not continued
No. And he makes it out like I talk to the whole world. I don't even talk to my neighbor anymore.
You made it seem like you talked to the whole world. You told me that all the
I did.
parents...
No, I'm asking you,
Yes.
just because you're forewarned.
No, I'm aware.
Okay, and I have to tell you, I have real concerns These statements that you're making here, they are liars. The girls made themselves out to be victims. It scares me a little bit. What are my girls capable of? Joe and I have stated to the girls, if you loved us,
And we both said that.
you
Joe.
would not be lying.
You and I both said that.
You wouldn't be manipulating the both of us. In all reality, they have beyond what they need or deserve. It's heartbreaking. They're ruining their name. You know, when I look at these things, then that
Be honest.
tells me that you're seeing these girls as a threat to you.
Not to myself. I just, like I said,
And in your mind, that means they're a threat to you. That means they're a danger to you. And that concerns me.
I'm just scared. Okay, what they're capable of, they knew, and I went in details, like, you know, Daddy can go to jail for this, you know. And they both, and Joe, you were part of that conversation. And you did say, if I feel like you don't love us, if you love me, you wouldn't do this. And we both, and I didn't say that day, but I said that's the first time you and I agreed on something. Because we both stated that statement.
We had a discussion once.
Wait, did you not
with
say
them
that
both.
though?
We had a
Be
discussion
honest,
once
did you
with
not
them
say
both.
that, Joe?
And you had said,
No.
Can I speak? You had said, if you love me, you'll tell the truth. If you love your daddy, you'll tell the truth. That's true.
Yes.
But it's not their fault.
No, but you did say, I feel like you don't even love me. If you love me, you wouldn't. Did you not say that, Joe? Yes or no?
didn't say
You
that.
did, Joe. You can't. Okay. And you know what? I'm scared of what they're capable of because, like I said, they knew, and I said it before I even called the cops. Girls, Daddy could go to jail. Daddy can go to jail. And they said, I know. And I said, are you lying? And they said no. And I said, okay. And then that's when I actually went ahead and I called.
You told me that they said that they wanted me to go to jail. That's why they were lying.
Actually, you were part of that conversation. And when they said that,
It was the same day.
It was that same
You had said
same
that
conversation
that they
we had.
wanted me to go to jail, and they thought it was
and
funny.
who did you hear that come out of your little daughter's mouth?
Your
Did
mouth.
you not? Nope.
Have you said that you think he passed this test because he cheated?
Okay, y'all, this woman is out of her damn mind. I don't even know what the hell is going on. The audacity of her to blame a 7 and a 9-year-old, these are children, and saying that they're making themselves out to be the victims. Nah, they are the victims of you. It is shocking the list of these statements that she made about her own children. It's so manipulative. It's so narcissistic. It's so fake. She's trying to paint them to be perpetrators so that she can make herself out to be the victim. I'm really disgusted.
That you think he passed this test because he cheated? Because he didn't take his blood pressure medicine, and that's how he passed the test, and therefore you don't consider the results to be valid?
No, I wouldn't be talking to him if I didn't think that the results were valid.
That's not what I asked you.
No,
I asked you if you said that.
I stated, did you take your medicine? Like, did you have any reason to deception? Because I know he has high blood pressure. I know he has a lot of other medical problems.
Okay, you're not being responsive
Sorry,
to my question.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Okay, well, let's start over. Let's just stop talking for a second. The question is, did you make the statement that he passed the polygraph because he cheated? He didn't take his blood pressure medication and therefore defeated the test.
I think I said, did you cheat? Did you take your medicine? Like, it was more like, did you? It wasn't, and I did say.
So the answer is yes.
Along the lines of that. I'm not going to, I'm not lying. I have nothing to hide. I have never lied. I really, truly have never lied, Joe. You know, I said something along the lines of that. Yes, I did. And, but that was directed toward Joe, not toward anybody else. And then, but.
No, wait a minute. You can't bury your answer in a sea of minutia and gloss over it.
No, I'm not trying to.
Yes, you are.
I believe the results. I do.
You didn't say you believed it.
Actually, obviously
you
you
said that
passed.
I cheated because I took my medicine.
No, I said obviously you passed. Was my exact words. Obviously you passed.
Are you finished?
Sorry, yes.
Okay. Did you say?
Yes, I already said I did. And then we discussed it. And
No, wait a minute. This is not an essay question.
Truth, I would love to have my phone because I could tell you everything I said because I have all the text messages and.
Did you say?
That's why it's like I would love to have my phone, truthfully, because I have everything on there. There's so much on there, like it's ridiculous. And that's why it's like I will see it for fact. No, I'm not trying to deceive anybody. You guys, you can laugh all you want.
You're not talking to them. You're talking to me.
Laughing.
Did you or did you not say he passed the test because he cheated?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess. You know, I can't. I would love my phone because I could tell you exactly what I said.
You know what you said.
I
didn't
actually,
say?
honestly, I don't.
Okay.
So-
That's that speaks volumes as well. You don't know what you said.
No, I'm saying I can tell you for like the fact, like what I said, because
To the best of your recollection.
Yes, I know I said something along the lines of that. Yes,
Okay.
I do remember that. And I said.
So after he comes on national television and puts himself out there and takes that test, you then say, well, he cheated. It's interesting that you also say, my girls are liars, but yet you believe them when they say he tries to drown them in the bathtub.
You know, I don't believe that story now. Like we talked about, that's another thing we talked about, and they made it so real at the time.
Okay, let me ask you another question. You said you couldn't take the polygraph last time with Jack because you were afraid to be alone with a man in a room because something had happened to you earlier in your life.
Okay.
How can you be alone with men in your apartment, but you can't be alone with Jack in a public?
Because I know my friends. They're friends of mine. They're not just strange men.
You're asking me to believe is that here, under the auspices of the Dr. Phil show, that you believe that former special agent Jack Tremarco in a room doing a polygraph is going to come across that table and be untoward with you in some way. That was your threat assessment.
No, but I didn't even. It's like I don't hear the name. I just hear no. It's a male, and I'm alone in the room. I don't hear a former FBI agent. Like to me, it's just a guy in a room. It's just somebody I don't know, you know. And they like really when they.
But you take in all the data. I mean,
no,
he's not somebody you met in a dark alley.
He's a very kind person.
He's not somebody you met in a dark alley.
No,
he's somebody who's in a public forum.
But it was in an enclosed room, and I didn't have time. Like mentally, I have to prep for certain things. And nobody ever said that, you know, oh, because I had agreed originally, and then when the producer left the room, that's when I was like, wait, what? And that's when I really lost it. Anybody I don't know, I don't really trust.
Can I say something about that?
Did you say that?
No, you're not. Stop. Yeah, I mean,
Sandra, you drove all the way from Orange County to L.A. alone in a car with a male driver.
But we're in public. There's
What's the
windows.
difference?
We're outside.
You're in a car. He could have taken you. God knows where.
That would have been a different concern then, wouldn't it?
But still a male driver in a car.
And that was a really
on a long drive by yourself.
No, you're right. But again, there's windows. People could see in. It's like it's a different circumstance. We're outside. We're not in a small room, enclosed.
I guess he has to get windows in his office then.
Your neighbor Linda is here, as you know.
That's nice.
And I want to add her to the conversation.
Can I leave the conversation? I have nothing to say. Like for me, I don't like confrontation. I don't like, you know, it's like if I can avoid things, I do. And I have made my peace. I said what I needed to say to her. I'm done. And truthfully, I don't care to see her or talk to her.
Listen, I'm not going to make you stay here if you don't want to stay here. But here's what's going to happen. She's going to come out and give us her point of view of what's happened since the show. Mm-hmm. And
that's fine.
By leaving, you're going to waive your opportunity to respond.
I was told that I didn't have to talk to them, and
actually, you weren't told that. But if you want to do that, I'll say that to you now.
Well, you know,
I'll say that to you now.
I'd rather just not deal with it. Like I said, my piece. You
know.
Okay,
but let me be clear. You weren't told that, but I'll tell you that now. But understand, you're waiving your opportunity to, as you say, set the record straight. Well, if she says something that is blatantly false.
Again, like I said, I'd love to have my phone because I sent your producers all the messages where it's like she'll call herself out on them, like completely. And it's like she's kind to my face and then she stabs me behind my back. And she said, I never called you a whore, bad mother. I never said you were a jerk. Really, because on national TV, she kind of did. On national TV, she kind of made it.
Actually, you didn't watch the show, did you?
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, I watched some of it and I heard it because my daughters.
You put your daughters in front of TV and let them watch it.
No, I was actually on my phone.
You did let them watch it?
I did let them because they said, Linda never called you a liar. And I said, and she told them that. I never called your mother a liar.
Why did you have your girls watch the show?
I let them watch that part. And they didn't watch the full. They didn't watch the full episode. And then
they told me all about it.
Mommy didn't lie to you, and they both looked at me and they said, "Sorry, Mommy, for not believing you."
Okay, well, here's the thing. Linda's going to come out now and weigh in about what's happened since the show from her point of view.
Mm-hmm. We don't talk at all.
You can stay if you would like, or you can sit in the audience and let her come up here so you don't have to be across from her.
Go backstage and talk to your one producer if you don't mind.
You can go backstage, but I want it on clear record now. You're waiving your right.
That's fine. At this point, it's like
no, let me finish.
You're going
to have to stop interrupting me, because then you don't remember what I said. I want it clear on the record. You're waiving. No, you need to hear.
There's not much more harm anybody could do. I guess I got that. I'm waiving my right.
No, you need to hear what I'm saying.
I heard you.
No, you haven't, because I haven't finished yet. Unless you can read my mind, you don't know what I'm saying. You're waiving your right to respond to what she's saying. And therefore, you're waiving your right to complain about it later.
No, that's fine.
You knew full well she was coming. You knew full well she was going to be on the show. So don't say you didn't.
From the beginning, I said I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to see her. Because really, at the end of the day, it's like I've said my piece. I'm done.
Okay.
That's how I do. I don't let
All right.
people come back into my life that
All
have
right, so
betrayed me.
you're waiving your right
Yeah, then I'm done.
to complain about
Yes.
anything
No,
that she has
anything
to
she has to say, I'm done.
And if there's something you want to show me that you think is of material importance, then you can get your phone and you
I
can
don't
show
get
it
why
to
they
me.
didn't give it to you, because I emailed everything.
No, you can bring it out here and you can show it to me, because I'll have her leave. I think that's your choice, then you can do that. But
I would love to bring my phone out, actually.
but I'm not going to sit here and read through a bunch of minutia, because that's what I've done. I've looked at all of these things, and I've seen nothing material in those text messages. It's just a lot of gibberish back and forth.
Yeah, there's a lot of gibberish back and forth. I agree with
And
that too.
I'm not going to spend time going through all of
it's
that.
just funny because it's like, for example, like Joe's like,
Okay, next, the neighbor who originally wrote the
that's
show
fine.
is back as well. No, really,
no,
come
really,
on.
I don't like confrontation. I don't want to get angry. I don't need more stress in my
Okay,
life.
but I can't.
And she's no, that's not fair to me because it's stressful.
Okay, well, here's the tape. You'll at least hear what she says
I don't
on
care
tape.
to hear it.
Pardon me?
I don't care to hear anything she has
No,
to
you
say.
didn't want to hear a tape.
No, I don't have. Like I said, she already lied
Great.
the first time.
Great.
because
Okay. Well.
what's
Okay.
the
I'll
point?
let you walk on,
Thank
and then
you.
I'll play the tape after you're gone.
Thank
Okay.
you. I appreciate it.
I want you to watch tomorrow to see if Sandra decides to talk to neighbor Linda face to face, and you will not believe what happened with Sandra's polygraph results this time. Did she complete the polygraph? What were the results?
After all the excuses,
We set up a therapist for you, and in 7 weeks you've not had one session.
will there finally be answers?
I don't want to feel like I'm being ganged up on.
Joe, why don't you go sit on that step?
I don't want to see him. That's the whole point.
Okay, here, Joe, go stand behind her.
You can crack jokes all you want.
Do you think I think this is some kind of joke? You're getting ready to find out how wrong you are.
Okay, so this is part 3 of what I guess is apparently a 4-part episode. I am still looking for part 4. I have not found it yet, but as soon as I finish filming this, I'm going to get right back to searching because I really want to see it, and I know you guys want to see it too. But in parts 1 and 2, we learned that Sandra is accusing her ex Joey of abusing their 2 daughters, and her accusations are wild all over the place. She claims he put them in a garbage bag and put rocks in the bag and put them in the bathtub to drown them. She claims he beats them. She claims he assaulted them. None of these things are true. In part 2, Joey took a polygraph and passed it. He took a test and passed it. Sandra agreed to take both as well. She took neither of them. Now in this episode, she's blaming the children. Okay. I don't even know what to say. Like, how dare you get on a stage in front of a live audience, in front of the world with this broadcasted, and say that your children are ruining their names. They're 7 and 9. They're under the age of 10. You say they're ruining their names by lying and making themselves out to be the victim. And actually they're the ones who are harming her. And if they actually loved them, they wouldn't be lying like this. Girl, you're the one who told them to lie. I don't even know what to say about this. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's delusional, or this is all orchestrated and it's all strategic, but I really don't understand what type of mentality this is. Is this a personality disorder? It must be, right? Like, what else is there? It's always a personality disorder. I don't know. What did you guys think about this episode? Do you believe Sandra? I feel like there was like a small handful of people who believed her from part 1. So those people specifically, do y'all still believe Sandra? Joey, he's not perfect. You know, in part 1, he admitted to being physically abusive towards Sandra in their marriage. He did also say that ordinarily he has a calm demeanor, but in the marriage he started developing an anger issue. And he stated that it was wrong and he never should have been that way. But at least he was honest and straightforward about that. And he said that in court as well. She, on the other hand, is all over the place. And she's also mad at Linda. What did Linda do but try to help these children who clearly need assistance? Yeah, I'm going to look for part 4, but what did y'all think of this episode? What do you think of her behavior? What do you think her problem is? If you think she has a personality disorder, which one or a few do you think she has? And who do you think should get custody? Yeah, I think we all know the answer to that one, but y'all let me know. Drop it in the comments.